Good evening. Tonight we begin with a report you will see only on 8. For the first time, we get the terrifying picture of the night 2 local cops were shot. It has been a little over a year since Rochester police officers Luca Martini and Daniel Brochu were ambushed. 2 young men were convicted. Tonight, News 8 begins a series of special reports called In the Line of Fire. For the past several weeks, officers Brochu and Martini and the Rochester Police Department have given us exclusive inside access. You are about to find out what happened that night in December 2009 and why, despite being in the line of fire, Brochu and Martini want to get back to work as quickly as possible. Rochester police officers Dan Brochu and Luca Martini tell me the night of December 1st, 2009 started like any other. At midnight roll call with their West Side platoon. The shift is never the same night to night.
You could bring a life into this world at the beginning and possibly have to take a life at the end.
One thing we say before we leave roll call is, we go home the way we came in, everybody look out for each other.
That pledge was about to be tested. Brochu and Martini assigned cars to officers, then the 911 call.
It came in as cause unknown, female, heard female screaming or something of that nature.
10-4, superintendent says he can hear screams from the location, unknown problem. Saw 2 males trying to get into an apartment. One's wearing a gray hoodie, the other one has on a dark colored hoodie. He'll be waiting at the front door.
Martini took the call at 265 Driving Park. His partner, Brochu, backed him up. They'd responded to the apartment building many times. This trip would have a different ending. You arrive at the apartment building. What next?
We both got on either side of the door like we'd normally do, like the way we've been trained to.
A surveillance camera in the 3rd floor hallway shows the officers. Martini knocks.
Identified myself as the police, and then door came flying open. Female ran out, and then I was presented with a gun in my face.
In a split second, Martini throws his hands up to swat the gun away. A shot goes off.
Come to find out, the bullet went through the hand, hit my microphone, my radio microphone, which was located right here by my chest. And once it ricocheted off the microphone, it went in and embedded in my vest. As I began to spin around, he fired another shot prior, and then another shot again, which struck and hit me in the back of the right arm.
Instinctively, Brochu looks for cover.
As I'm moving, I'm hearing multiple shots, and I almost make it to my cover point, and I hear a pop, and then I feel the most pain I've ever felt in my entire life, and I collapsed.
He'd been shot in the leg.
I thought that we were a contract hit, because we had been briefed earlier in the day that someone may be killed for $2,000. So I figured, great, it was us, and I was going to watch Luke die right there.
Both arms disabled, Martini crawled into a nearby apartment. At the other end of the hallway, Brochu radios for help. Anyone listening to a police scanner at that time stopped in their tracks.
Start an ambulance, I've been hit.
Call for an ambulance.
Officers down, I've been hit. Start Metro ASAP.
You just hear Brochu go, I'm hit.
Officer Nicole Tamborello was working, but not on the road.
I turned up the volume and I kept listening, and you're hearing other cars, and you found out that he actually got shot.
I got 2 officers down. Department number. The officer shot this guy with a gun. 4411, get me another rig here now.
Ambulances race to the scene. The scanner explodes as cops search streets and backyards for the suspects.
Was an officer shot? Yeah, Z, 10-4, 2 officers. All right, 80-11, we need to start setting up some sort of perimeter. Where was the last place we saw this car?
I came down Lake Avenue, and it was like the whole city was shut down. There was nothing but police cars from like Ridge Road all the way down into State Street. It was just a total lockdown.
What do you guys got for a suspect vehicle? Suspect vehicle, get it out. It's a black 4-door import. Any weapons involved? Yes or no? 4111, there is a weapon involved.
Back at the apartment building, help arrives. Brochu and Martini were going to be okay.
First thing that went through my mind was, I got children, a wife, and kids at home. I gotta survive this.
Then on the scanner, words of cautious optimism to fellow officers.
We popped Martini up to the hospital. No chest wound. 2 gunshots to the hand and the shoulder only.
So our officers know we're looking pretty good on this end. Looking pretty good, just FYI. And we'll keep them informed as soon as we can.
In the emergency department at Strong Hospital, Martini and Brochu are surrounded by doctors, nurses, and, of course, cops, all wanting to help.
It's a shock. There's a lot of emotions going, anger, sadness. You know, are these guys going to be okay? Let me see them. And I mean, immediately you walk in to see Brochu, and he's smiling and cracking jokes because to him, his job is to make sure everyone else is okay.
And they would be okay. Tomorrow at 11, we follow officers Brochu and Martini into rehab. And their surgeon at Strong Hospital shows us their x-rays. You will see what kind of damage a bullet can do. In the Line of Fire, exclusive reports all this week on News 8 at 11. And this Saturday night at 7, a half-hour special with officers Brochu and Martini.